By the way, Captain Kargan was Captain Gribnidslog.
Say that again.
Grindblishlag. Yes.
I need a clear soundbite of you trying to pronounce that.
Grindishblog. Grindishblog.
I don't think I can do any better. I just love hearing you try.
Scrodrick, your turn.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Grebnidlog.
Come on, Scrodrick.
Oh my god, it's Goldenberg backwards.
Yep, it is.
I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil look me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway and you. I'd rather be drunk with you. I'd rather be drunk, but I'm caught.
Hey, Internet! Highway 47 with you a week after the last episode recorded and not an hour after. We are watching some Star Trek The Next Generation. I am Shaggy B. With me is Draco Funk.
Hi, I'm about to choke because I need some water.
That's a good idea. The water part, not the choking. And while he gets that, Scrodrick will say something.
I have many phallic objects ready to measure a man.
Excellent, because we are measuring a man tonight, and that man is Brent Spiner. So whip him out. Your links to Netflix, and so we can watch it together.
Pringles can.
Yes. I almost made it.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. That's what this is all about, is it up along the way. We're watching Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2, Episode 9, The Measure of a Man. And how do you measure up, guys?
I mean, I don't... Here's what I know. This episode measures up with an IMDb rating of 9.1.
That is substantial.
That is the highest rating.
9.1.
Yeah, that's the highest rating thus far.
Of average.
Yes. I think you're poking in a little bit to get that number, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Into the nether. Into the yes.
Among other things.
Into the forest, as it were.
Repeatedly.
Yes. When did it air?
February 11th, 1989. 1 week after the previous episode.
Which we recorded a long time ago.
We did, in fact, record it a long time ago. We re-recorded it just recently, like
5 minutes ago.
That's true, actually, yeah. I have in fact moved in between the first and second times we recorded it. You'll never hear the first time because it got corrupted. And now I'm in a new place with different colored walls and a view of more places that look like mine and somebody's car, who I don't think actually lives at the place they're parked in front of. But that's fine. Yeah, so we're watching this season 2, episode 9, Measure of a Man. This is an episode all about what we would call today human rights, and what we would call in the future everybody's rights.
Yeah, rights.
Rights. Which are an important topic, and that earns the rating. I think I would be interested to know how that rating trends, because the IMDb ratings are malleable over time. I would be interested to know if it has been above 9, consistently for a long time, or if that follows the trends of current events and popular opinion, because that sort of thing is kind of relevant right now. What defines a person, and how people should be treated, and whether they should be allowed to determine their own fate, and things like that is kind of a big deal in August of 2019. But I sincerely hope it is not by the time you hear this, because we need to solve that problem in the real world. As I'll try not to go into a rant on that.
Many years from now, when we are discovered by people.
Yes. we're all like, oh, remember we recorded those podcasts.
Yeah, 6 years from now, Highway 47 coming back to you again. Now that we have random popularity.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. If I'm recording this in 2025, I will put that voice on. I'll be like, everyone.
I hope we're not like that in 2025.
It would be a shame.
It's from the radiation. Sorry.
Yeah, radiation and the chemtrails and so forth. I mean, I might get black lung. I live next to a cement plant now, so I don't know.
Well, and the radiation's a very real concern for me.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, you do things that can't be uttered in public, and you have a job.
Mm-hmm. And they might be related.
They might be. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were measuring a man. So yeah, we've got the air date, we've got the rating, and we're watching it on Netflix. So Scradrick, you want to give the rundown of what everybody has to do to make that work?
Okay, so what you want to do is get your episode started, hit pause, and then hit your 10-second rewind. That will get you at the beginning of the episode along with us. Then Shaggy B is going to give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. When he says go, start, now, whatever. Hit your play button. You should be synced up with us. We will try to tell you when the commercial breaks happen, but we are bad at it, so sometimes we might not. But you should be able to kind of figure it out.
They're also, to be fair, they're like really fast on Netflix. Like there's no break. And
actually, there is an improvement on that, it seems, from what we had before. So I don't know if they've changed their protocol a little bit. We did notice the skip intro button remains a lot longer than it used to.
And you can call it out of its hiding place now. You can like go back and find it.
Be like, hey, skip intro button.
Yeah, it's like when I'm trying to watch something, as in my bed, and I can't find the remote to hit the skip intro button on time.
And now you can like lazily find your remote for like a few seconds instead of like jump for it and wake everybody up and break something.
And then you can skip the last 5 seconds of the intro because you've been fumbling around for your remote.
that has happened.
what it really is what it really does is it burns more calories. It's a workout, right? It's good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, never mind
cardio.
That it wakes you. Yeah, cardio. Yeah.
Don't skip the finger day.
If you are the type of person whose only cardio exercise is diving for the remote control to skip the intro button on an episode of Star Trek playing on Netflix, then my friend, you are our target audience. And also, please, like, go outside, like, after this episode, because don't die. Like, really.
And leave a comment.
Leave a comment if we inspire you to like go for a run or something.
Hey, and if you feel like it, send me a crockpot recipe at harrypottercrockpotrecipes@gmail.com.
Send money to scrodrick@gmail.com.
I guess that means I have to take the nudes. Send me the nudes at highway47productions@gmail.com.
That went badly for me last time. So
yeah, well, if you're the type of person who gets all their cardio from diving,
just stop. Okay, that's not where I thought you were going to go with that.
Yep.
If you're the private person who gets all their cardio from sending me nudes, you don't have to send nudes anymore.
Only send them if you're packing at least a Coke can.
Only send nudes if your IMDb rating is 9.1 or higher.
Only send them if your IMDb rating is over 9 inches. I mean, over 9.
Oh, man.
Also, your air date has to be before.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
2001. And, right.
Oh, boy.
Go now?
Yes, let's start this thing. All right. Okay. All right.
Please now harder.
Oh. This is Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 2, Episode 9, The Measure of a Man, and we are starting it off, for better or worse, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ow.
Ow. Oh, boy.
4254327.
I want to believe that they didn't give him numbers. They're like, the first numbers have to be 4 and 2. What are the rest? I don't care.
Is this the first poker game?
What the f***, O'Brien? You aren't a regular at the poker table.
Not anymore, if he's going to claim a chair.
Yeah.
Is this the first poker game?
Maybe.
Might go look that up.
Man, it's a good thing they left a space at that table on one of those hexagonal sides for the camera. Haha. So he's actually Irish. And he just purposely made his accent bad. There's actually a pretty good YouTube video of Colmini talking like how nobody in America understands Irish accents, like how they're supposed to work.
This is the first episode to feature a poker game in Riker's quarters.
Mm.
Oh, he's got 3 of a kind.
Because you're an idiot. Oh, yeah. Back in the day when there was more to poker than just Texas Hold'em. Man, I miss those days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I learned when I learned poker, I learned, 5-card draw and stud and maybe another
Hey,
one.
it's another Star Trek 3 model.
Hey, cool.
Well, Star Trek 2. Star Trek 2. I was wrong. That was Star Trek 2, not Star Trek 3.
Look at his space mug with its space handle that doesn't fit his space hands.
Look at the space statue. That literally looks like almost like Tweaky from Buck Rogers.
Last time I saw you.
Yeah, last time I saw you were out of the uniform. Oh, we.
Get you out of uniform again? Oh, wait, no.
The future, we have equal rights.
But that does not give you the right to hit the skim patrol button.
That's true. I'm going to
kidding.
cut that from the episode. I don't want to be on record saying that.
Thank you.
I will be back in 5 minutes.
All right, have fun. All right, while he's gone. I don't know. I don't have any
Skip
ideas.
intro. No. Okay.
Oh, man, wouldn't this be the perfect time? Like, okay, everybody, on 5, 4. Oh. I want to.
No.
I so want to.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
We'll be ready for it.
We'll be ready for it.
If he leaves during the intro.
We can't tell him we planned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he'll never find out.
He'll just have to listen to this.
Yeah.
So we'll know if he listens to these after we put them out.
3 years from now. Damn it, guys, you planned to skip that intro.
Oh man, the Pringles knockoffs and donut and coffee and pizza are kind of still getting to me. and Gatorade.
Gatorade. Well, that'll help keep you hydrated, you know.
Yeah. In uniform. You don't want to say jag office too fast, you know?
It's true. Why are you drinking out of a flower vase?
Well, that's the only thing that could hold enough wine.
You pour it out of an umbrella or what the
Oh man. Okay, sometime we're gonna go buy an umbrella, clean it real good, and I'm gonna drink something out of an inverted umbrella.
Make sangria in an umbrella.
Well, that's after we have to play Edward 40 Hands.
Oh God. You didn't sip any of that. It's also empty. Did you hear how it clinked?
It was out of the budget for the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you're still a too. You know. That's what makes the sex so hot.
Yep. That's Admiral Weird uniform.
Well, you know, that's his weebness coming through. He's future weeb.
Yes. That just looks so uncomfortable.
I don't know, just his build is a little odd. It seems like his shoulders are drawn up, like he has a neck injury.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Plus those hips are stabbing him in the neck if he lets himself relax.
Yeah, well, you've seen like the giant like head braces where they like bolt him to your skull. It's like they did that to his shoulders.
It's like he's actually a paraplegic, and they have a robot under his costume moving him around. I wish they had the technology.
Yeah, really.
Data's like, I don't like the way he's looking at me. It's like he's undressing me with his eyes.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna all over your carpet. Oh, wait, hang on, what?
What?
Say what now?
Oh, I could use a new air filter, but... Decentrinating him.
No, you aren't.
What?
I'm pretty sure Data could disassemble him.
Yeah.
But I'm far inferior.
Yeah. It's like... The real problem is I've made Commander and I'm still wearing a blue uniform and nobody takes me seriously.
What'd they do with lore?
Threw him into space.
Can't you go get lore?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you could help everybody by using lore.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm just gonna wing it.
Remember the last time you brought an engineer on board who like just spouted a bunch of and then you just let him do it? Like, that turned out fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, Wesley like phased out. You know, that guy touched him somehow.
Captain Three Hands, Mick, the 14-year-old is beautiful. You know, saved him. Or 3 fingers, not 3 hands.
I mean, we haven't measured him, so
that's a good point. He may have a 3rd hand somewhere.
Yeah, Commander 3 legs. Yeah.
Commander Tripod.
Commercial break.
Wee woo woo.
Totally not a laptop.
Nope. Draco Funk, you got some static or something in your background. Could be a microwave. Or a fan.
So is this guy full of shit or what?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been odd if they would have kept him on here as like a civilian, like consultant for, you know, an arc, a few episodes?
Oh, Maddox?
No, Data. If he like resigned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't help but thinking it would have turned out like, you know, Neelix and Cass and 7 of 9 and Voyager, where they were, you know, basically
crew, but not actually crew.
Yeah, exactly. They acted like crew. They did all the crew stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't wear the uniforms, you know.
Mm-hmm. But you could have had a sort of the same situation that Worf had later.
Yeah.
Where he was not, you know, recognized by the Klingon Empire, I guess, or recognized as a traitor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dishonored. Regular One station, what the fuck? You still believe in God? Oh, no.
Well, that's the only reason they made her a judge. I mean, you've seen how politics work.
As an aside, I've noticed that a lot with the Orville.
What's
My
that?
God, a lot.
Yeah. Well, we say archaic things. I mean, my mother, you know, still says, like, Great Caesar's ghost. Could be, you know. That's not a thing that...
Is there a lesser Caesar's ghost?
Well, she has a lot of other passion over a different machine, so...
Are you saying she's measured his manhood?
Well, only a machine can tolerate her.
Yes. That's why she works alone with only one terrified ensign.
Bitch. Oh.
But the word come is.
Haha.
Thunk. Oh.
The only person I've ever respected, and I don't know how to show it without pissing him off. I'm a tragic character.
Spot. Oh. Desiccated Spot. Aw.
Aw. The dead one.
Spot.
I've named my cat Spot in honor of my best friend, Tasha. What? You heard me.
This barely fits.
Just like Spot.
That's why you must measure.
You must measure the man before you put him in a cylinder.
So, if you put Spot in that and then close it,
Is Spot alive or dead?
Dude, stop going through people's Yes, I can read too. I'm just going to disregard what you just said.
Yes, I'm about to throw a knife at you. It might kill you.
that
Dismantle
not-
him, Data. Just
Yeah.
freaking do it.
To know me is to love me, after all. Dismissed. It's my quarters. Right. Oh, okay. I'm dismissed. Because I want to be.
commercial break.
Whee! Woo, we're back.
Man, somebody's got to tell him no means no.
That's really what this trial is about. Consent. Why can't I just have my way with everybody like I want to?
I am the machine. Remind me to send that to you.
Does that involve drinking with Russians?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about then.
I do not.
Why you ripped my clothes off at the end of it. An MRE, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, right. Literally, I can't eat.
Oh.
You're the closest I ever had to a girlfriend.
Data, I forgot to put this part back last time I saw you. Here you go.
It's prehensile.
It's at least 9.1. Yeah, but she's a bitch. Yeah, I'll miss me too. After I jump off a bridge because my friend is leaving.
Dismantle that guy. Those 21st century assholes.
Yeah, really.
Damn it.
It also makes really good TV.
Oh, there goes the chemical sprayer truck outside.
Oh, cool. That sound effect with Picard giving him that look was perfect.
She will, Riker. I've experienced this.
I wasn't doing my best, and she ended it right then and there. Frigid.
Oh. I was going to say commercial break, but I missed it.
All right.
If Data loses, just give him a shuttle and tell everybody to look the other way for a few minutes.
Yeah. Give him like a potato peeler. Cheese grater. Oh, stupid TV. It's not even touch sensitive. Why'd I poke it?
Loading tape drive.
Yeah.
Man, he's a dwarf.
His head's bigger on the inside.
Riker's like, yeah, I can do this. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to win.
I'd f him up. Wait, I'd f him up. Verify.
Place your hand on the Techno Bible.
So, has the candidate passed the tests of honor and valor of noble knighthood? I don't remember exactly what the quote is. Let's see.
100 terabytes. 100,000 terabytes.
It's pretty good. 100 petabytes. Take, at least a closet full of hard drives. They still measure pressure in bars?
I just want to see him do it.
Yeah. Also, did we have to hold the hearing on the battle bridge? I mean, really?
Here, don't
Wouldn't
let
it
it
be
move.
like kind of hot?
Yeah. Oh, God! It's... God! No, good thing you grabbed the fake hand.
It's prehensile.
And pre-twisted.
Yeah.
I just want to see it like take off running like Addams Family style.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
They don't make enough space vodka for this.
Just want to punch that friggin' guy in the face every time I see him now.
I know. They cast exactly the perfect douchebag for it.
Commercial break.
Whee! Oh, we're back.
He needs to be eating an apple this whole scene.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
but then you
Guinan.
win. It is Guinan. If only we were actually lawyers. No, they're literally going to take him apart. How is that okay.
The problem is this guy's a moron and doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. I appreciate that they got a black woman to give that speech.
Hmm? And we're glad you picked up on that.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Counselor Troy?
Nah. She's busy doing white girl stuff.
I may have lost my mouse.
It ran away.
That's also a machine.
It says, "You can't own me," and it ran away.
Yeah. Slave driver. Well, are they? Are they property?
Again.
15 orgasms. That's the reason.
You have to say it softer.
Yeah.
She's like, really?
She's like, really?
You can do that? I'm intrigued.
Uh-huh. Piqued her
Okay.
interest.
I'll give him all the rights he wants now.
Recess to my chambers immediately.
Hostile witness.
It is the battle bridge.
Even though there are no pants, he walks like they're pulled up too high.
His butt's just pulled up too high.
Fuck it, we don't care.
Yeah. It has not panicked yet. This is one of Patrick Stewart's great performances. We're all like just enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Data now.
Are you awake? Yes, sir.
Probably not him.
Probably not him. He's gonna blow up in a bunch of Thalerons. Could be like a frog. Then the f*** are you doing as a judge?
And then she started this.
Yeah. Oh, poor little me. I just don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, he doesn't have red hair. You do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the doors open automatically for him. I ask if the urinal flushes, but I mean...
Punch him. You'd better.
When you grow up and stop being a little man-child.
When you're ready, I'll still be here. I want it like the day after Nemesis, him to be like, "Hey, Data!
I'm ready." Oh.
Oh.
Oh, man, I grew as a person.
Wonder, was Lore still on the Enterprise when Deanna crashed it?
No, well... No, he wasn't.
Where was he?
I don't remember, actually.
With what money?
That was the joke, I guess.
Bring the machine with you.
I just got my own joke.
Accidentally slapped the off switch again. Let's go, buddy. Dead. All right. Well, we measured him. Did he measure up?
That was, at least a 9.1.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that.
This episode stands on the shoulders of Patrick Stewart, frankly. Had it been any other actor in that courtroom, it would not have been half as good. And I say that only because the nature of Brent Spiner's role in it was that he wasn't allowed to really open up and show what he can do. I mean, all you have to do is look at the movies to realize that the only two good actors in this show are Patrick Stewart and Brent Spiner, right? Or else they wouldn't give them all of the good stuff in all four of the movies.
Yeah.
So, but...
Well, and look at which two have gone on to do more things after Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly. And not that Jonathan Frakes did a career, he did bit parts and everything, and he's a very successful director. He's done voice work and things like that too. And LeVar Burton, you can't say that none of them are successful. LeVar Burton, he really is known just as much for his children's work and his charity stuff and all that. But in terms of just, pure old being a good actor, being, somebody you want in a role, there are two in this whole show.
Yeah.
So, So yeah. And I think, the what really says it all is just how wrapped up we got in the speech. I mean, we've seen this episode plenty of times, right?
We've actually recorded it once.
We've recorded it
Yeah,
once.
we've seen it recently.
Exactly, yeah. And I've probably seen it a dozen times or more at least, but I'm still just as drawn into that speech every single time. I still lose myself in watching it. So it's that episode with another cast, like if they had done this episode as a Voyager episode or a Deep Space Nine episode, wouldn't have been a 9.1. I don't think. I think it would have been a high sevens, at the most. And I think, I think Avery Brooks is also a very powerful actor. I think Commander Sisko's a great character. I think it would have been a lot more dramatic and a lot more ostentatious when he did it.
Well, and, when he did, several of the civil rights episodes of Deep Space Nine, look how passionate he got with that.
Oh, yeah. And that's true, and particularly with this subject matter, it may have brought something out of him. So maybe that's not the best comparison.
Well, I think that was something he wanted to do. So, he had a hand in that.
It really, really was. Yeah. What was the episode? There was a 7th season episode of Deep Space Nine. Oh, it was the it was like the gangster one, or no, it was like one of the ones where some people got stuck in the holodeck for some reason, and they needed Sisko to go in, and like they actually made it a plot point that he wanted to refuse to go in because of the time period it was set in. And
where it was set in the 60s.
Yeah, and he's like, I am not going in there because of the way they treated our people then. And
and
the story
is a fantasy, yeah.
Exactly. And the story goes, as I recall it, that like he actually refused to do the episode until they added that scene for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah. I'm very pleased that they gave the moment to Whoopi Goldberg to actually point out that racism, is what it is. Another moment that Star Trek did very well with this was a couple years later in Star Trek 6. When they're in the Starfleet, commanders or high admirals meeting, talking about the Klingons and how they need to go rescue the Klingons, but the guy who gives the really racist, vitriolic speech about how the Klingons are animals and they don't deserve any mercy was Brock Peters, black actor, and
who also plays Sisko's dad in Deep Space Nine, which is great.
Yeah, exactly.
Admiral Cartwright.
Yeah, Admiral Cartwright, exactly. Admiral Cartwright. And they talk about, the director Nicholas Meyer talks about in some of the DVD interviews how he couldn't get through that speech in a single take. It was just so like vile to him to do it. Like they had to split it up because he just flat out, they had to do it over multiple days because he just couldn't take actually saying that stuff out loud.
Well, and Brock Peters was in the movie version of To Kill a Mockingbird as well. So yeah,
right. So yeah. So yeah, Star Trek handles race so well. At least it did in this time. I don't know about Discovery.
Well, for its time, it was, super progressive,
Oh yeah.
And it still holds up, which is nice.
It does, but and I guess in the current day, August of 2019, we're 3 days out of a flare up of racially motivated mass shootings, some of which hit us personally, not to put too fine a point on it, but we have ties to some of the places where, very close ties where they happened. And I can't help but thinking that it might almost be more difficult to get something like that through, into the popular consciousness now, and to actually get that message across and have it not met with resistance. It feels to me like the tension is higher in 2019 than it was in 1989, 30 years ago. And I don't know. I was a little kid back then. I had not yet in my young life encountered someone who was different than me. It would be some time before that. I remember vividly the very first time I encountered a black person in real life. Was I was older. It was like a year and a half after this. I was in an airport, and there was a man who was probably 6.5 feet tall, and he was shaved bald, and he was dark black. And I had only ever seen people that looked like that on TV, and I couldn't take my eyes off the guy. And my dad was like, "Don't look at him. Don't stare at him. Don't." I'm like, "But he's right there." I just never encountered it.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. So I'm not saying that my perspective on that is really reliable, but it just feels like it's gotten worse. And
well, there's a lot of otherism going on where people start putting labels on other people to make them the enemy.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about just politics, but I've seen that in gaming lately where with the Epic Game Store thing, one of the developers was like, they went with exclusives to Epic Game Store after they'd kickstarted their project. Mm-hmm. So the Kickstarters expected the game to be available on Steam. Then they start talking about gamers and outrage and how gamers are entitled. And it's like, dude, these are people that gave you money expecting something, and now you're subverting that.
Yeah.
But they throw labels on people and make them the enemy. So
yeah, and then the point of the story and the point that you're making there is that that's really all it takes to hide the ugliness of mistreating someone, is to convince yourself or the people around you that they are of a lower category than what you are.
Mm-hmm. Or if you speak out against something that we don't agree with, then you're not a true patriot.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
You're not a true whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Nobody wears boxers killed it. So
hang free or die flaccid. I
don't know. That's what was embroidered on the flag, right? Hang free or die.
No, that's a tattoo on my ass.
What you got, Draco Funk?
Makes it easier to measure a man.
That's true, it does.
I have a ruler tattooed to my inner thigh.
Just in case.
Yeah. That way I can tell if I'm losing any man.
Yeah, but what are you going to do when the skin starts to sag and the ruler gets longer than it should be? Like,
well, then we go by what? Imperial measurement? I don't know.
Yeah, right. There you go.
No, the standard for an inch has gotten longer. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
You do not measure up anymore.
I remember when I was a 9 DB. Oh boy, I could shake him off with a broom. Something, I don't know.
I could beat him off with a... Never mind.
With an oil filter wrench. Or a frying, I don't know.
A frying wrench, yes.
Frying Oh, we better be done.
All right.
Thank you for measuring your man with us, and we'll see you next time for episode 10, whatever it is.
Episode 10, the Revenging.
Oh yeah, the dolphin. Yeah.
Oh man.
Once we get through this one, I think they're all really good after this.
That's a Wesley
This is
episode.
where Wesley falls in love with Salvia. Okay.
He trips into space.
This is Star Trek on Salvia.
Just wait till they all synchronize.
No. Just echoes forever. Echoes purple. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.